What's up, guys? So today I kind of wanted to do something different. I know I usually make videos about, addiction or construction or homelessness or prison, but today I kind of wanted to just talk about the current state of the economy, the current state of the workforce, and kind of how the average blue-collar American is feeling right now. I would like to stay away from politics as much as possible, although just to give any of my supporters or viewers a little insight, I did vote for Trump last election, okay? I'm not some raging far right whatever. I just recognize that America's a business and he was more of a businessman out of the two candidates, right? So anyway, we'll leave that at that. Everyone's kind of struggling right now, it seems, whether it's celebrities, famous people, or just the average Joe like you and me, myself included. Like I said, last year, my wife, she had a bulging disc, a bit of a back issue, and it really fucked us up. She was out of work for basically almost that whole year, and I had to foot the bill on everything, man, which is fine. I'm a man. That's what I'm supposed to do, is provide for my family, and I was proud to do so. But and I would do it again. That's my wife. That's what life's about, is taking care of each other. But it was rough, homie, and it put us in a fucked up position, and we're still recovering from it. I'm doing everything I can right now to make any extra legitimate money. Odd jobs from Craigslist, trading crypto, trading stocks, looking into Forex. Like, dude, I'm trying everything I can. And I don't trim weed anymore for my uncle. That was a nice little bit of cash every month. But any cash job, moving, anything I can get, I'm trying, man. And don't get me wrong, the business I run with my buddy, the construction I do, it's decent money. But in this economy right now, a couple needs to be making 200 grand. Especially if you're trying to have a family, trying to save up for your kids' college tuition, save up for retirement. Motherfuckers need to be making $250,000 a year as a couple right now, I don't know, man. How do you guys feel about it? I'm gonna take a sip of my smoothie. How do you guys feel about the current situation? Have you noticed people in your life struggling a little more than usual? Have you noticed celebrities doing weird advertisements? Like, I've noticed a lot of rappers doing advertisements for like weed dispensaries and stuff, and doing all this extra shit for cash, offering features for the low. Like, something's happening. People are struggling, and I attribute it to inflation, right? I'm not gonna sit here and get all political and trace it all back to one person or one group or whatever, because I understand that it's more complicated than that. You can't just blame it all on the president. You can't just blame it all on one person, because a lot of things contribute to the current situation that we are now facing in terms of inflation and interest rates and just everything. I don't know what our saving grace is going to be, if there even is one. I'm not a financial analyst. I'm not an expert, obviously. I'm just a guy that is feeling the effects of it acutely. Like, it is tangible. I can feel it when I go grocery shopping. I can see it on my bills. Just the other day, my wife and I were looking at these old apartments that my mom and myself and my sister lived in back in California on Sunset Boulevard. And, I've lived in nice areas and I've lived in bad areas growing up. This was a nicer area. This was off Sunset. And that apartment back in 2010 or 2009, wherever the fuck we were living there, was like $2,600 a month back then. It was LA, so it makes sense. It's a nice fucking 2-bedroom apartment, on a prime strip of real estate, being Sunset Boulevard. So it made sense, I guess, back then. Still seemed ridiculous. But that same apartment is now $7,000 a month. $7,000 a month. Mind you, at the time, my mom and my sister were sharing a room because it you know, my sister and I were old enough at the time where it would be kind of weird if we shared a room, and they're both women, so it made sense. And in the last apartment we lived in, my sister and I were sharing a room, so it was just like cramped, you know, for my mom. But that same apartment is $7,000 a month now. If that's not a good example of the prices going up, I don't know what is. Either way, I've talked to a lot of people in the workforce, specifically blue collar men and women, and they just feel fucking they feel it, man. They don't necessarily feel like underappreciated and overworked, right? Because the people that put themselves in good position, the foremen, the business owners, they're still making good money, don't get it twisted. But it's just rough, man, you know? It's rough to see people make millions of dollars dancing and doing TikToks, but the folks that are building houses, saving people's lives in operating rooms, you know, protecting you from hackers, fucking doing all that shit, aren't making as much money as the kid or girl shaking their ass on TikTok, you know? It's kind of sad, man. And we're sending a bunch of money for foreign aid, and we're just not helping here, like the home fucking base, you know, our people in this country. And it's fucking, it sucks, man. It sucks. So, as far as I see it, maybe this has just been how it's always been forever, and I'm just now realizing this as an adult. But as far as I see it, it's basically a race for each individual person within themselves to reach the highest amount of income they can reach legitimately before interest rates and inflation and everything just becomes so fucking gnarly that it's basically just unaffordable, and there is no middle class at all anymore, you know? I'm praying for everyone, dude. I hate seeing more homeless people. I hate seeing, and hate's a strong word, I shouldn't say. I dislike seeing so many people struggle, man. I despise seeing families out there on the corner, mothers, dads struggling, people, you know, having to resort to illegal shit. It's hard out here, bro. It's fucking hard, man. And I'm just trying my damnedest to be the best version of myself. Like, I'm about to quit these soon. Everything, bro. Like, I'm trying so hard to just work every day, learn more about trading crypto, learn more about stocks, learn more about Forex, make these videos, make music, make art, support my wife getting her Pilates instructor certificate, you know, helping my buddy with this business. Me and my other buddy are thinking about saving up to go in on a tow truck to start a little towing company for like helpful towing though, not the sketchy shit, like helpful, like motherfucker gets stuck in a snowstorm, has to call his family to pick him up, bam, the next day we go get his car, you know, shit like that, like helpful towing. Someone's car breaks down on the highway, we tow it to the yard or tow it to their garage, whatever. Cool, like I want to help people with it, you know. Not the shady guy that sits in the parking lot, waits till you go inside a store that's across the parking lot, and then he, you know, quick tows your car, and you run out screaming, hey, what the fuck? And he's like, I'll drop it for $75, drop fee. You know, that guy. I don't want to be that guy. But anyway, I'm trying to do this, man, without trimming weed, without resorting to illegal bullshit. I'm trying to just do this, and I'm doing it. I am succeeding. But fuck, it's hard, man. It's hard. And no one said it was gonna be easy. Life, you know, no one said this shit was gonna just get handed to me, right? I'm not a rich kid. I don't come from that. And I know a lot of you don't either. So what is your opinion? Say it in the comment section. Let me know. And yeah, I put myself in the position of being a convicted felon without a college education, without, you know, I take responsibility for that. All I have is my GED and my work ethic and my trade skills. So yeah, I take responsibility for that. I'm not a fucking, you know, computer coder making fucking 200 grand a year, but I'm trying. So what is y'all's opinions? You know, do you think the interest rates are going to go down for those of us that are looking to get houses here soon? Do you think that you know, the US dollar is going to not mean shit more than it already does right now in the next 5 years? Do you think people are going to start buying oil with rubles, with Russian rubles, or fucking yen, or who knows, man? Who knows what they're going to start buying oil with? It's election year, so it might get crazy. It always does, right? Do you think that if we increased domestic fuel production, would that help us open back up the Alaska pipeline, or the Canadian, whatever the fuck it is? You know I said I wouldn't get political, but do you think the borders are, open borders are helping this? Do you think that we should be giving as much foreign aid as we are to people that don't care about us? Do you think that, money is being allocated properly by our government? These are all questions we got to ask ourselves, So I appreciate you guys. I wish you all a good day. I'm going to get back to work. Cheers.